Yeah, Mister.
Yeah, we're back again.
Yeah, we back again, man. So,
Life melody.
life of melody. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Present it, man. So our audience, so let them hear.
Yeah. Welcome back to Life Melody again. We always family with what we're doing here. So like we used to always say, we try to always, wake up the young minds, out there, especially to our people. Because that's what we're trying to do. We try to reach our people to understand what the situation that is going on in our life and in our nation. And how we can rise as a people. So that's why we try to always be like a motivation for our people, and not just our people, those who know the truth, understand it. So you welcome back, and make sure you always subscribe to and tune in to what we're doing, because this is just a speech of knowledge, and then you can still share your opinion by subscribing to us. We will really appreciate that. So yeah, Musa, you got anything to say?
Well, yeah, it's like my brother is down, so it's like almost you have said, everything what you have present properly, and I think you have said the whole things, so I satisfy with your presentation, and then as you say, this is the life melody, and this is the life melody forum, and then this is the discussion, life melody for discussion for all of us. As the town say, this is like for all of we and the brothers and sisters, the black and anyone else also who are watching, of course. And this is for the, as my brother Jitam say, this is for the future, it's for the young people who are coming, for the young generations. So this is for the future, because this discussion is really always, we are trying to learn more, and we're trying also to give more our opinions, and how we always, black people, like as we used to say, the only thing we have that is to unite. So because that's the only way out. So and that's what for us, we focusing on this, like we trying to give our opinion. So but we always saying and advising, that we have to unite, so especially we black people, because that's the only way. So to make us strong is when we unite, then and then we be strong, and then I promise, then we will. I get. Then we have all the opportunity, all the chances, and then that's the only way to make us strong. So that is to to unite. So and that we are here. But well, so today, as usual, my brother Gitam is here, and then philosopher Moses Isaiah. So, and as we say, this life melody, when we say life, it's the all human and everything which is life, and the melody is what we do. So, and then as you know, the philosophy, so that is doctrine. So that's it's the doctrine is the learning, is the education, and everybody is educated, of course, because what is the education? It's like what we learn, and it's the knowledge, and where everybody have that, because the Creator have been creating, putting everything and perfectly, and along when He create the human, so then everyone is, have this knowledge, and then so, and the education, of course. So but now today we will like to present some, we're gonna discuss about little, about little bit, about the holy books. We're gonna discuss about that, and then we're gonna discuss about a little bit about religion too, and to discuss, and then all this is like to learn more, and we discussing and we saying about our opinion, and
True.
I mean everyone also who have I mean some guy which is comment or what to add there, so I welcome too. So you're gonna discuss about, as we say, about a little bit about religions, and then we're gonna discuss a little bit also about the little bit about this slavery, you see. So because always we cannot leave that behind, this slavery. So we're gonna discuss about that too, and then and we also gonna discuss about the language, and so it's, but anyhow, so you will hear all this what we are gonna discuss about today. So it's really the discussion today, I promise you, is just listen. So it's very, 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 I mean, interesting, and because it's very important too. So, and you are welcome with your comment, and then as my brother Gitan say, try also subscribe for us. It doesn't cost you anything. So, okay. So then my brother Gitan, so I have just some little, question here. So I want we to discuss about, but I will put this question, of course, and then you can answer me what you think about. So then I just want to first start asking you, when I'm thinking about, I mean about these holy books, because as everybody know, so we have the Quran, we have the Bible, we have the Torah, and so I think those the one which is the main holy books, right? Okay, and after that, so I'm thinking also when we put those holy books, and what do you think about those? Because me sometimes I used to think, when I think about the holy books, and then I think in these holy books now is for, then I'm thinking about the black people also, so I just, what you think about these holy books is, because it's like, for me, most of time, if I say Torah, they used to say that one is like, it's for the Jews, you understand? And then when they say like the Bible, so it's most of time you see that it's for like the Christian. And then Christian, most you have also black, but most of time it's for white people, for me, But so that's why this is open discussion. So I'm just saying my opinion. So I mean, for me, the things is like, as I see. You see, the Torah is for the Jews, and then the Bible is for the white people, it's for Christian. So, and then you have now, the Quran. So the Quran now is for who? So of course, also I know that it's a lot of course, black people. They are also like involved in the Quran, because they say this the last holy books, but now still I don't know. So because that one is comes, the Quran is like comes is coming self, where that is it belong to, is for everyone, or is, you see. Well, let me just stop there, put this question on you now. So what you think about? So that one we are...
the holy books.
Yeah, about the holy books.
Well, Musa, what I believe, that the Holy Book is just like guidance for the human being itself.
Yeah.
And not only guidance for the human being itself, it's like a principle of discipline for ourselves.
Yeah.
In this life, it doesn't matter what kind of nation that, you use it.
Okay.
As long as you understand the principle and the guidance, because he's trying to guide us to understand how we should live our life, So, but whoever religion use, take that and worship it the most and say that this is come from us. I don't think that matter, but it's who understand it and really follow the laws by and obey the laws, But of course, in a society, in a world like how this world is right now, they use it mostly nowadays for business, which is a wrong thing to do, because that's what make, certain nations use it to get, to overpower other race, to say that, okay, we're going to use this to overpower this race, but at the end of the day, it's just business.
Yeah.
While some maybe our race, let's say, really believe in the spirit of that book, but don't really understand, like, it's a overpowerment. But the problem too with our race, we think that if somebody's gonna come down from heaven and rescue, that's what because we really believe in the spirit, we really think that somebody's gonna come down. But this race, they understand that it's not somebody's gonna come down. They're just using it to overpower us, But the real smart people understand that this is a guidance, but the thing is that you as the individual yourself, you are the one who have to be the strong and have the discipline in your life and in your mind and in your heart to develop yourself in life, to follow the principle and that you can to understand how life is, so you protect yourself. But it's so sad that mostly, let's say, when we're talking about our people, thinking that somebody's gonna come down from heaven, and rescue us. So that's why we are the ones who have been, fooled by this, to say that it's somebody coming down from heaven and rescue us. While Arabs, whites, Jews know that this is just a discipline and to better yourself in life and then be strong and follow the principle of it, to be a strong person, and keep, know the knowledge of God, which because, and some too, they are the most wicked, because when they know this already, and they're still doing evil in their, because you could know the Bible so good, but because you have a hatred for another race. And that's like how disciplined, how godly are you then if you really reading the book, but in your heart you are a devil, So it's like you fooling yourself too at the same time. So that's what I believe, like, what I really believe is like who just follow the principle and the discipline of it, because this book is just like a guidance, But it's just like certain ways they have really take it to overpower other ways, that's all. So that's what I see it like as. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay, so it's like a, opinion is like is a guidance. It's like a guideline. Is how to guide us in that case, right?
And not only, and discipline too.
Yeah, discipline. But in this case, now you say that it's like they have been using it then to overpower us.
Yeah.
But when you mean to overpower us, who is us? You mean?
I mean, we the black people.
The black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Then in this case, if you say it's the black people, then that means all of these holy books now have been given names. That is the Torah, and then the Bible, and then the Quran. You mean they have been using all those and then overpower the black, you mean, the people, you mean, or?
Yeah, because we like for like I want if I when you in our nature it's like we are really spiritual individual, you know what I mean? We really believe in the spirit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So these people understand that, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
well, that's why they brought this, because we are the most believers, you know what I mean? We believe, you know what I mean, in the spirit.
Yeah.
Even though there's like it's in our nature that we believe in the spirit.
Yeah.
But when these people know that this how these people, their mind, they believe in spirit and thing,
Yeah.
then they come with this to say, okay, that's how we can overpower them.
So
you mean
you mean then in this case, if I understood you very well, you mean this holy book, so it's is the people himself come with it. Because if you say holy books, they mean that one it's come from God. But now if you say they come with it, so then that mean you mean human, the human himself come with it, or what do you mean by that?
Yeah,
that they come with it and talk about power. That who's did that? Or you mean it's the people? And in this case also you mean that then it's not a you mean a holy book, or what you wanted to tell me to what if I understand you?
I mean, it is a holy book, but it's just that we really don't understand the principle of the discipline, the guidance of the book, you know what I mean? That's what we as a people don't understand, you know what I mean? Because we always believe in spirit too much. You know what I mean?
Who? We?
We, the black people.
The black people?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because you have to then specific for me then, so that I will understand what you are discussing about.
Yeah.
But then if you say that if the who come with the holy book then, and because we black we believe spiritually, so who then come with the holy book then?
The white race.
A white race, right?
Yeah.
But when I say here, I say here the Torah, so and then you have the Bible, then you have the Quran. So you mean all of them they are white who using it, or?
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. They are the white race.
Yeah. So because the Torah is mostly what we have is like the Jews.
But you know the real Jews is the black people at the end of the day. But it's just that they come and take over that's our title.
Ah, okay, then the Torah is like the Jews, but from the beginning is the black Jews.
Exactly.
But then instead they took it instead.
They take our title.
They take our title.
True.
Okay. Then I can understand there, because we start there because everything starts from there in that case. So then when we come to the Bible, so mostly they say the Christian.
Exactly.
And this one is the white people, or who is, or also was it the black or what?
I mean, but you know the funny thing, the white people give the Bible, they may call it themselves to be, Christian.
Yeah.
But you know when you read the Bible, you never hear nothing that to say Jesus said that he's a Christian.
Yeah, that's right.
So
yeah.
That's another thing. They are the one, because they are the one who come with the Bible. So use taking that Christianity.
Yeah.
To say, and we are Christians, you know what I mean? Because they just want to. But the funny thing is that how many of them believe in God, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Which is, we are the most believers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they want to represent this holy person, holy book. Or
like their own.
Exactly.
While they don't follow it.
Exactly.
Then in this case, they are, as you say again, they're using that then to overpower us instead.
True.
While from the beginning, we are the one even more followed.
Exactly.
And do the right things according to the Holy Book instead them. And in this case, they're doing it a business just to, as you say, to overpower us.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's
but how about now when we come to the Quran in this case?
The Quran too, because there's no really mistake too in the Quran. That's the same discipline too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like another race to take the title that's dominate that place is the Arab people.
The Arab people.
Yeah, that one dominate this title, you know what I mean? But if we look at it in the broader in a broader way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We have to say we are the first ones too.
Yeah.
To really understand, that has been sent. Because if we say that, where were Arab? How come Arab take over that can't call himself Arab, but when we are the black people was the first human being?
Yeah.
So we must be the first, people in that area before they come and kick us out and take over that area too, that land.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they just kick us out from that country.
Yeah.
But from the beginning, it was the black people believing there first.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, now, because of racism and hatred, they kick us out and dominate the area, so now we become a white Arabs who is living there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but now, when I'm thinking about these holy books, right? So now it's like, in this case, it's like the Torah, the Jews, push us. They say they are the one on it. They are the one.
Exactly.
And then the Bible, the Christian come there as a Christian, while it is not written there. Jesus never say I'm a Christian.
Yeah, exactly.
He just say I'm a believer, I'm a messenger, and
true.
It's in the Bible, right? Then what? How about the Quran? So when they say Muslim, so it's then it might be the Muhammad himself. So it's in this case how the I mean the language itself now coming, that one it come in the Arab, so that mean also we are the first, but as you say, the Arab himself come and making it the religion is like they are the one head of it.
Exactly.
It's something like that, huh?
True, because I mean, like I said again, it doesn't matter what kind of race, as long as you who follow this, the book, as long as you understand the principle and the discipline, because the book is just like a guidance for our life, But the problem is like, because of we the black people who believe in it so much.
Yeah.
But the problem with us, there's something that we lack, is that the discipline to understand that this book is not only want us to believe in it spiritually. This book wants us to believe in it also in discipline way, to be strong and start to do for yourself too.
Yeah.
Wake up as to be alive, to say that you can do for yourself. You don't depend on other people.
Sorry, maybe I got you too short, but I was thinking now, because we are in the last the third book, which is the Quran here. I always thinking and asking myself, because I don't know anyone who comment, can tell me, but this is my own thinking. So I have been thinking all the time. When I look at according to then the history of Islam, how everything was started according to what we have seen. So I see the first one who was sacrificed him, like the black, like the Bilal. If you look at the history of everything, how it started, it's like Bilal himself have been sacrificed himself. He's the one first went up, and then when he calling, when they are calling everybody, it's like God is one, and then God is one, and then Muhammad is the prophet, and he witnessed that what when he's like up with was calling like Allah, but I mean God is great.
True.
And he's one, and he witnessed that Muhammad is the prophet. But what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to go is like when you look at that, like from the beginning, that one was a black, went up and sacrificed himself. But what I'm trying to say, my own thinking, I don't know how anyone who can comment or what do you people yourself think. I mean, why this Bilal? No one don't mention about him. He's not popular. It's like be forgetting, forgetting. So it's not. It's like no one tell about the story about him. He's not popular. Is we hear many others like you know other. I mean. Imams and others. So, but it's like Bilal himself is not popular there, and he was the one was the sacrifice in this when he was with the I mean the Prophet Muhammad himself. But for me, what do you think about that? I always asking myself how.
Well, I believe like you know what I mean. This is the same thing again. You know what I mean. Race hate, you know what I mean, because these are things like the same reason why how the white can move us from that land is the same reason why you see that, you know what I mean, they don't want to even speak about Bilal, you know what I mean, because of race hate, you know what I mean, because they want to dominate, you know, this to take over our own. Like white people have been doing for centuries.
Yeah.
You know, because of hatred, you know, towards us as a black people.
Yeah, this is it still is like the hatred and then to dominate and to make you still is like you cannot come to show that you are something or you have been something.
Yeah,
something
because
like that.
they you know these are people always fighting for power and control, so they want to dominate in everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't want to see us dominating in those kind of areas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you see they take our title too.
Yeah.
To take over the Islam title.
Yeah.
Which is at the end of the day, you know what I mean, Islam is really for, you know what I mean, like because when we're talking about, you know, God is love, if you really believe in the discipline and believe in God, then it's for everybody.
Yeah.
But you know, most believers is we, the people, black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, but you know, my opinion, my thinking about Bilal, you don't think that we are the black himself should, you know, I mean, to show him he was very important in the Islam, because for me, you know, when we are mentioned others, so I think we always should mention first Bilal. So we should think about Bilal. He have been, you know, sacrificed himself, then the first black man, and then who was accepting the Islam, and then, you know, he was fighting, and he was together with the Prophet Muhammad, and you know, then in this case, I just feel like we are the black himself should be proud of and lift him up, and then like all of the others too. So then I think we are the ones should talk more about him and look at his stories, the history, and then put him there, and then put him up and lift him up, because why he is the most important in the Islam, but no one talk about him. You know, this is always I have this question in my head.
Yeah, I think you're right in what you're saying, you know what I mean? But you know, it's just like the funny thing. I think you have a good point in what you're saying, that we are the ones who lift our own, you know, people up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, the funny thing is just like, because of it's just like because of we taking somebody, they think the person that is the main, you know, who is the main character, and that was Muhammad, just like Jesus. He's the main, so that's why, you know what I mean, Bilal, even though he was important in the Islam, you know, in the Islam culture, but at the end of the day, he was not so popular, you know what I mean. So it's like, you know, we always go in the person who is the main follower, you know, the first follower, you know, the first character. That's what everybody take after. You know what I mean? That's the problem. So it's like we don't even consider Bilal, you know what I mean? which he has a big role to do in the Islam, religion. But sad to say that we as a black people who should be. Like
but what I'm trying to say, do you don't think if he was Arab, if you think he should not be popular like all of others?
If he was Arab?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would be. He would, because these people always lift their own people up all the time.
Yeah.
But you see, because he was black, even the white Arabs, they want to even get rid of him.
Yeah.
And even like Farkan was talking, they say when he went to visit the Bilal temple,
yeah,
how dirty it was, because the people there, they don't want to even pay respect.
Yeah.
That can even respect the Prophet Bilal, to say that, these are people, this was in the history, of Muhammad.
Yeah.
That's to tell you how they disrespect us as a people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But in this case, let me tell you, when we talk about Islam, always we talk the messenger is Muhammad, and then we have to know that, and then to remember that after Prophet Muhammad, you have to think about Bilal.
Yeah.
And if it's time, if they want to ignore about Bilal, but it's the time the blacks should start talk about Bilal and find the the story about him and lift him up, and because he is very, 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 very important in this Islamic.
Yeah, he was the most first believer, who believed.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
So I mean, when as long we're talking about the Prophet, and then after that we have to name Bilal. So I can call him after Prophet Muhammad. Then it's Bilal, the second one in the Islamic. Really, so nothing to think about, because when you mention the Prophet Muhammad, mention Bilal, then God help you more.
It's true, but you're right. That's real.
Yeah. So okay, let me say. Now I also want to ask you about because now what is another things which is always like running in my head is that about now the language. We come now to the language. Well, but what I'm trying to say about the language, when I look at all the holy books here, I can see like the Torah itself. They were saying, that is the Hebrew, that is the Jews language. That was written from the Torah. That was the first holy book. Okay, then when I come to the Bible, so what I have seen, the Bible have been written in other language, English, or what is white language, anyhow, I can say. You understand? I don't see they are written, like African language in the Bible, right? Okay, and again we go further, we go to the Quran here. And then what is written in the Quran is Arabic, because they say the Quran itself was be written in Arabic from the beginning. But then, as I told you, now if I thinking of all the holy books, the 3 holy books, you understand? And all of them, there is no written in African language. How comes?
Well, could it be that we've been stripped?
Sorry?
Could it be that we've been stripped of our own mother language?
Yeah, I mean, through all these 3 books, there's no African language in this one, which is written. It's written, the Christian language is written in the Hebrew, to the Torah is the Jewish language. Then the Bible is the white man